Yeah, we're here for another one. I like that. This is the one in blue. Exodus 14:14. The Lord fight for you. Got to do is quiet, quiet, quiet. Quiet down for a second. Feel what I'm saying? I'm outside. So if y'all hear a lot of noise, I do apologize for that. Um, I decided to take y'all outside, outdoors, because it's a beautiful day. It's like 50 degrees out here in Texas. It's 50 degrees out here in Texas. Did y'all hear me? I said it's 50 degrees out here in Texas. It is a beautiful day. But anyway, I want to talk to y'all today about so we've been going through the days of love, right? If you haven't seen the last few ones, I will encourage you to go ahead and check out the last few videos. I did the first day, so I recorded on Friday. It was talking about the loss of love. Day two was hyped up, talking about how like Valentine's Day could be hyped up, But of course, we still gotta show love to our peoples. We still gotta show love to those whom we do love. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, but this hoodie is nice. I'm feeling this hoodie. But anyway, so we're gonna go today and talking about God's love, because the Father's love, excuse me, the Father's love. Because I truly believe that you can't talk about a Valentine's Day without talking about God's love. You truly can't talk about um a day of love without talking about God's love. And I'm sorry, my hands are like ashy. I didn't put no lotion on. So I do apologize. I told you white people inspire me. anyway, so growing up, I never really had a father there, like my own father, my personal father. I didn't have a father there, but my brother's father took he stepped in and became that father to me and to my other siblings and stuff like that. And there were other men, because we did go to church and stuff like that. So there were other men in church that was actually like a father figure to me, to my other siblings and stuff like that. So technically I really didn't have that love of a father, but there were men there that did show that father like, um, that father like love and stuff like that, which is really nice. But of course, having your own personal father is something that's just so big, so natural, something that you really want, something that you really desire, and of course, I really didn't have that, But conversing and talking, I don't know if is conversing a real word. Anyway, talking with church folks and stuff like that, I had to realize, well, they made me realize that to see God as a father, and I really didn't, it really didn't click, and register, of course, of course, just being in church, hearing that God is our father, hearing that that God is a good father, right? The song, right? He's a good father, right? Hearing that, you know, but it didn't really register with me, just because I was seeing God as God and not seeing God as a father. I was seeing God as the person you serve, because we are slaves. We are slaves to the walk and stuff like that. So to go from that to actually seeing God as a father was just I apologize, was two different things for me. And and plus for me, I was seeing uh God being a father. I was seeing it in the physical way, because I would naturally, I would see God as this father, but yet um I wouldn't look to him as a father because of my experience, because of what I went through, because of what I felt, So naturally, just seeing God as a father was something that was just difficult for me. Um, but he is, and if you've been saved and stuff like that, we're going to go through John 3:16. So John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his begotten son, that whoever believes in him shall have whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life." So that's what the word says, and that's what we gotta really stand on. That's what we gotta really believe and stuff. Um, so that's just believing in that, and just looking into that and just seeing that. So when I read that, I really thought about, like, man, God really loves us, God really cares for us and stuff. And yes, he does, because he sent his son into the world, so that we can accept that gift, so that we can be able just to be saved. If you read Romans 10, you'll definitely understand what it really means to actually be saved and stuff like that. But we're not talking about that today. We're just talking about the love of a father. Um, and another passage that I really look to is 1 John 3. Actually, 1 John 3. If you read that whole passage, you'll actually grasp the whole concept of God and His love. So 1 John 3:1. That's the verse we're gonna look at. We only gonna look at half of the verse. We ain't gonna look at the rest of the verse. Not that it matters. I mean, no, that's not the word. I mean, it matters, but not to what I'm talking about today. You understand what I'm saying? So, 1 John 3:1, it says, "See how great a love the Father has bestowed on us. See how great a love the Father has bestowed on us. See how great a love that God has put upon us, that we would be called children of God." So God demonstrate this love upon us, right? Upon our lives, upon who we are as individuals, upon me, upon you. That He called us children of God. That He said, you know what, you're mine. You're my child. Um, that we will be called children of God, and such we are. And such we are. We are children of God. We are God's child. So going through Valentine's Day, it may be tough because a lot of y'all don't really have that family members. Like I told you, loss of love, right? A lot of us don't really have those family members like that are in our lives, so we don't really have that father love in our lives and stuff like that. But if you are saved, and if you are walking this life, and even if you aren't saved, you should really look to God as your father. You should really look to God as being that prime example in your life, and really, like, allow Him to do the father thing in your life. Allow Him just to be there in your life as a father. I know it's tough. Trust me, I feel it myself a lot of times. I feel it's just seeing God as the Father is really tough, but it's possible to see that. It's possible to see it. It's possible to believe it, and it's possible to know that God will be there as a Father to you. And you just gotta call out to God sometimes, and sometimes you gotta keep it straight with God. Don't come out with these elaborate Christian sayings, or almost holy thou father. No, like, just be real with God sometimes. It's like, Lord, like, I don't know what's going on with life. I don't know what's going on with this world. This world's going crazy. This world's going cuckoo bananas, but I'm trying to trust in you. I'm trying to walk into the light that you have put in my path, and just like I said, just allow God just to be the Father, because that's all He really wants to be. He really wants to be your Father. It's not that He just wants to rule over you every time you do something bad, or look at you every time you do something that goes against the word, something that goes against everything. No, he wants you to talk to Him. He wants you to cry out to Him. He wants you to um just to show Him that love, and it's not like you're just gonna come to God one day and say, oh, well, I need this, and then that's it. But no, it's like, have that conversation. If your father hasn't been there, try to have that conversation with God. Like, sit at a table. Sit at a table, right? Pull up a glass of water for you. Pull up a glass of water for God, and just have that conversation with Him. He may not respond. Now, if He responds, you tell me what His voice sounds like. But He may not respond. But deep inside, you're gonna feel His response. I know that might sound like some cuckoo stuff, but deep inside, you're gonna feel God's response. You're gonna resonate and say, man, you know what? I might not have heard God, but I felt God. you know. And that's really the important key to that's really the important thing to look at it, because you know that God hears us. No matter what you say, no matter what you don't say, no matter what you think about, no matter what you don't think about, God hears it. God hears it, and God will respond to what you say, to what you do, So don't think that you are too far out for God reach, or don't think that you're too good for God, or don't think that you're too low for God. But just know that you need to get off. Sometimes you need to get off your high horse. Sometimes I need to get off my high horse. Sometimes too, and just say, Lord, I come to you humbly. Dot 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 dot. You know. Um, and like I said, for this Valentine's Day, you may not have the father around. You may not have your mother around. You may not have that person that you look to as a father, or that you look to as a beacon of light, beacon of hope. But you got to know that God is there. God is there with you, and God is your hope. God is your light carrier. God is your everything, and you need to just cry out to Him. Cry out to Him day in, day out. Say, Lord, Lord, you're gonna have to help me. You're gonna have to help me. I can't do this alone. I can't do this alone. And just cry out to Him. And I tell you, it's gonna be rewarding. It is. It is. Listen, y'all, it's Perkins Talks. You already know what it is. You already know what we do. You already know how we roll. Days of Love, Part 3. We're gonna go into Part 4 tomorrow. Oh man, I think tomorrow's gonna be good too. I think Part 4 it's gonna be good. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm like, wait, is it 3 or 4? No, today is 3. Tomorrow's 4. So definitely tune into that, y'all. Definitely tune in. And listen, y'all have a blessed day, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and always remember that God is always there for you. God is always near you. God is always above you, and God is always at your side. All right. It's Parking Talks. I'll definitely be seeing y'all next time. Remember, we got sweatshirts available. This sweatshirt looks nice. It's navy. I like it in navy. Uh, it's 1414. We got t-shirts available. We got all colors. We got red, black, white, gray, pink for the ladies or men. Um, so if you ever want a shirt, ever want a sweatshirt, message me below. Let me know. Once again, we don't have the zipper hoodies. We only got this one. Zipper hoodies are probably a little difficult. I mean, we could probably put something on the back, but it'll still probably be difficult. But anyway, so whatever y'all want, let me know.